Okay, now
Proudly
what
so.
do you sometimes when you talk about the depth of the kind of music that you put together, people think, what's your background? What did you study?
Well, I actually studied electrical engineering.
Oh my gosh.
And not creative arts. Yeah, that was what I studied, and I think I stumbled on music by chance. I was just experimenting, after school, and then we just found that a demo track that we had just developed as a birthday gift to myself, found its way into one person's hands and then another person's hands, and that's how the journey began, actually. So I don't know if my electrical engineering has helped much, in my music. I don't think I found any DYDXs along the line, but it's a part of my journey, so I guess somehow it does. Maybe I just haven't tied it together yet.
Tell me about your journey then.
Well, I grew up in the warm and shielded, beautiful environment of Jos City. In northern Nigeria, and I think that's where a lot of my artistic expression was formed, because growing up as kids, there were always piano lessons or some choir, to attend and all that. So I found myself, in a choir, and then I went off to school in Bauchi, and everywhere that I had been, I'd always, participated in music, but just not seriously and never with the intention to do anything major with it. And then I went to school in Ilorin, and I joined a choir there and decided to go for concerts, and I had expression, in concerts, but of course I was there to read, so I continued with my academics. I didn't think too much of it. I even went ahead, got a job and all that, but music just kept on pushing. And then the one time that we had the opportunity to put the music together in a recording, and people heard it and said, you know what, there's something in there, so it's been the neglected talent that eventually became the cornerstone.
And were you in any church choir at any point in time? Because in all of what you've said, I can't see anything that says, oh yeah, you've always sang and done this. Is it?
Well, in Ilorin, I was in Rema Mass Choir, and then I came to Lagos and I joined the Lagos Community Gospel Choir. And I've from time to time, I'm back on stage, with them. So that still gives me, I still find comfort, from time to time in, hanging out with that choir background. But I've since been given the blessed opportunity, to sail ahead and sail solo, on there, and it's been a humbling experience to be able to influence lives, touch lives wherever my music gets to. People get to hear. It's like you have access to a person's soul, because whatever you're listening to, goes into your souls. Like your ears are your gateways, that lead to your soul. So it's been an awesome privilege, for me to have access, to people's souls. To be able to, pass my message across.
Now you're going into the deep again. You're going.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's just you. It comes naturally. Now I'm looking at the design you've got on, the outfit, the fabric, and then the necklace that you've got there. Do you go out and buy these things, or you have a designer that kind of like say, this will look good on Modele?
My appearance is also part of history for me. It's many things. I look at each item, and each item has a story. Maybe one thing was a gift from someone I remember, but then at other times I actually go out shopping. When I'm in other countries, especially, I'm looking for authentic African items. So if I'm not, like checking in Ghana or something, then I'm looking for friends that are picking things from Kenya, other places, and I'm trying to, blend them with some other more contemporary things. So my whole appearance is just basically, it's a history of where I've been, who I've been interacting with, so.
Yeah, I'd like to see, I hope they can play one of your videos. I'd like to see one of them, because there was one that we were watching, Alera and I were watching here in the studio some time ago, and the beauty of the vocal. How do you work that vocal and spin it out and make it happen? What do you do in terms of working with your voice?
Okay, I think what a lot of people don't know is that my greatest gift is actually my hearing. So I spend a lot of time listening, and I enjoy listening to things that are not regular. I enjoy listening to the enigmatic, anything that is in it, and that's why I enjoy a person like Kimberell, because Kimberell pushes every note to the extreme, whatever it is that she's singing.
Let's hear this one that's going on now.
Okay.
Where I used to be, when you first trusted me and set me on the road to recovery. Long way, come a long way, yeah, come a long way. When you picked me out of the miry clay, it's a long, taking a break from the freeway. I'm finally charting a new way, pressing into a higher dimension.
So when you sang that one, you didn't have the headgear on.
I know, right? I was just looking for it was the director's idea, that we should just have like a splash of something that just goes out of what you usually are, just a splash of that, into the video. And I thought it was a good idea. But I rarely, I rarely go on stage or anywhere looking like that. maybe on a regular everyday day, Modele everyday day, but not, going on stage. And I enjoyed that was abstract for me. So that was good. That was a couple of years ago though.
Yeah. How many albums have you got now?
Well, I've got one album out and I'm working on a sophomore.
Okay.
I have a single out called Thankful. And the sophomore, I've just been taking my time because it's not the same ball game as it was a decade ago when we set out to record. Now this family, I got 3 kids.
3 of them?
Yes, 3 of them.
How old are they now?
I have a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-month-old.
7-year-old. I remember I met you in London.
Oh yeah.
2006.
Yes, she was probably with me. They got to take her everywhere.
Yes, I remember.
That was the price that I had to pay to keep the music alive. So when I see women, in music with family, I have deep respect, for them because I know what I had to go to. I had to take my baby everywhere. I take her all around the world. She was with me in London, in America. She was with me everywhere. Yes. Just to keep the music going.
But what's it like for you now? Because it was one thing when you had just one beautiful little girl that you're carrying along and it's okay and everybody see her, no, she's so cute, but now you got 3. What's it like?
I have needed to expand my personality to be able to cope with that because my daughter is growing, she's building a personality of her own. She needs to know that she's all right. She needs to know that she needs to be built in confidence and all that. So I've needed to expand to be able to accommodate her and accommodate the younger ones who are also growing, who needed what she needed at the beginning when I set out. And then I cannot pull her out of school like I used to when I have gigs around the world and stuff. So I have learned to delegate a lot more, and so there's a lot more people in my life now, just for me to be able to get through every single day. But it's an exciting experience. I won't have traded it for anything. Every time I look at their eyes, I just feel fulfilled already, and I feel so blessed to have that and then still be able to go out and be the rest of who I am. Yeah.
So they don't come as obstacle to you being able to achieve what you want to achieve in any way?
Absolutely not. I think that I'm probably not running as fast as I could have run if I wasn't carrying anything, but I'm grateful for the journey, the way it is. It's been able to, I have an understanding husband and I'm thankful for that, and he's also a part of the industry, so it helps. So he understands, that we need to spread, we need to delegate, and more people need to be a part of our lives, just to be able to get by and keep that balance, because I don't want to trade them, for my destiny.
Okay.
I don't want to trade my destiny.
We have to close now. When we do, you're going to have to sing us out.
Okay.
When I sign off, you're going to have to sing us out. So think of one song that you will be singing. But as your final word, what would you be saying to young ladies who are aspiring to have this career and also have a family? What's your final word on that one?
My final word, to them would be, it is possible. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. Do the best, especially with your single years if you're not yet into it. But even as soon as you begin to build a family, just know that it is possible. It's just a matter of prioritizing. Don't bite off more than you can chew.
on that note, we will have to wrap it up and say thank you very much,
Thank you for having
Modele.
me.
It's great to have you, but you're going to sing us out.
Okay.
Well, Sunrise has been what it has been today. We want to thank you all for joining us today and for being here from 9 a.m. until now. Modele will be signing us out. My name is Kayode Akintemi. Wishing you Merry Christmas is just around the corner. We'll be here again next week, same time, God willing, and by His special grace. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Modele, over to you.
I'm stepping out today, forgetting yesterday. I'm going higher and higher. I throw the chains away. I'm gonna smile again. I'm free to grow stronger and stronger. I'm walking out the door, much better than before. From ocean to the shore, I'm turning back no more. I am not afraid of what the people say. Come whatever may, I lift my hands and say, I got a story, yeah. I'm walking out the door.